Okay, printing out your pattern and putting it together. The pattern is being printed left to right. So the very first 3 pages are at the top, the second 3 pages are here, and so on and so on. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to cut as I go through it, and I think this is really the best way to do it. I'm not a digital pattern master, so I'm going to cut here. Let me find my knife. On the registration line, and cut. And then on the registration line here, I'm going to cut. Then when you put the 2 pieces together, you can see how it fits. Okay, so this will be the top. And my trusty assistant Linda is going to give me a little piece of tape. And I'm going to tape it down. And put a piece across here. My tape is dirty, so. And then the third piece will go here. And then I'm going to cut this registration line. And I'm hoping that I'm in camera. And cut this registration line. Okay, and then put it together. And then you can see once you line it up, it starts to come together. And then the next one would be this one, and we'll cut this registration line. And we continue to do this. And you'll see, and then we'll, bring in another piece of tape. We'll cut this registration to here, and move the top away and get here. And now you see the pattern start to come together. Don't forget to cut each and every registration line. So I'm going to cut from here. Like this. And hopefully I'm in frame. I can't really tell. Yep, I'm in frame. And okay. And we're going to do it again. Also, if you want this pattern to be smaller, you can scale it to 50%, and the seal should come out okay. And then we go back, and we'll put our registration here. And then as you can see, it starts to come together. And this makes it much easier. So remember, just to cut if you just cut the registration line, it still leaves you a mark right here where you can line it up. And it comes out in a sequence, so a particular sequence, so you just continue to cut. Line up. And you can see it fits together perfectly. And we just continue doing this. And then I can speed it up. And you'll see it in fast time. And I'll do it again. And we'll do it one more time. Put it in. Oh, and do it here. Looks like. But you get the idea of how it goes together. It's a big bag, so that's why it prints out to 15 pages. Okay, and then we'll, oops, I'll cut the registration line down here. Together, tape it. I'm not going to tape it. I'm going just to continue to show you how it goes. Put this here to hold it. That there. Gotta find some cutting around here. So I'm going to speed through this, and when I'm back, I'll show you that the whole thing's together. Then you're going to have to transfer this to a better pattern paper. So that you can use the pattern over and over again. And there are a lot of variations to it, as you can see what Linda and I did. You can put beveled and buckles, all kinds of good stuff on it. Okay. Okay, so I'll be right back when I got all this together. All right. So as you can see, I'm almost finished. Just the process of cutting out. Push this back, big pattern. I'll just put it back like that so I get some room, and then we'll finish up. I don't want this to be a forever video. You know you guys are anxious to get going. There's also stay pattern in here for your stabilizer or whatever you want to back your material, and it's plainly marked, and so when you go to cut your stabilizers, you'll be able to just use that pattern to do that. It'll make it a lot simpler. Okay. Let's stick this in place like that. As you can see, I've already trimmed a little bit away from the edges to try to get it all here so you can see it. And now, let's get this little piece over here. Even it up a little bit. And we continue to just go down the line. Here, let me do this little piece here. And it'll be all together. But I think you get the idea. Let's just take the guidelines, cut where you see them, and pretty much it'll fit right into place. This one goes over here like this. And you can see that pretty much fits. Once you cut those lines away, it's like really easy to fit. Now, cut a little extra here off. Last piece is right here. Again, make sure I'm in frame so you can see me, or at least see my hands. And just line up those guide marks right there. Just make sure you don't cut into the pattern. Pattern this together. So I'm just going to put this one in place. I'm trying to rush it here so I don't lose up all your day fiddling with this. There you go. Close enough for government work, as they say. And we got one last piece to put in. And that's this cut. Cut. And cut it here. And that's putting the pattern together. And I'm going to get Linda to hold the whole thing up, because I didn't shave today, so I knew y'all don't want to see it looking weird.
Gotta have fun with it, ladies.
Gotta have fun with it. And voila, there Z is the Z pattern. There's a couple more pieces here to stay it all together. Make sure it don't fall apart. And then after you've done this, put it all together. Of course, you know you're going to transfer this to a pattern paper. Let me see if I can get the whole thing here. So, and of course you know you're going to, again, once you get it together, to see where all the pieces are, you're just going to make sure that you got it together, cut it out, and then transfer it to some oak tag or poster board or whatever you want to do to trace it out, because it's going to be really difficult to trace it out on printing paper, which I'm sure all of you are aware of. So that's it, and I hope that you know, this has been helpful. Okay, so that's the whole pattern put together.